Alright, I've been sitting on a few quests to do because I couldn't talk good with I'm still having some nasal stuff because they just took out the splints and they were longer than I thought they would be. But it was weird. Anyway, but I'm doing much better voice-wise, so let's get some samurai and monk quests out of the way and maybe a summoner quest or two so I can play with that too. But this is Monk level 63, Return of the Monk, given to us by Widargelt in Revenant's Toll, Mordenna. Here we go. Are you ready to depart, sister? Good. The professor has already left. He makes for a village called Ala Gannha. There, he will take the measure of the land. I would strike out soon as well, but one matter troubles me still. The creed for a new Fist of Rhalgr. Descends, okay. With all due respect, Master, but at this rate we'll never get to Girabanya. You are right. Sometimes the answer cannot be forced. Mayhap it will come to me on the road. Very well. Let us away. En route, I would make a stop. The place is called Schism. Monks once trained there. In revisiting the past, we may better walk the future. I got a whistle in my right nostril now. It's really like I just noticed it. Possibly because it just started. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna save like a tiny bit of money and a ticket. Go to my free home point. Well, not home point, but a free teleport point of my town, Gridania, and then we'll teleport over to the Schism. Less than half the cost, and no ticket needed. Dang it. I didn't notice the whistle until I started talking, and that is always the case, isn't it? Do I have anybody at 60? Well, you know, I wouldn't mind the XP. Nah. I'm not in any hurry to hit. Yeah, we're good. So we flew east and a little bit north, and we were in front of it. I don't think I've ever been here. I even noticed that it was here. There's like really kind of nice, a little bit wear and tear here and there, obviously, but nice stone steps, like several kind of pathways of steps, all straight up, you know, but like a nice temple here built into this mountain. This is not the entrance to Rhalgr's Reach, so anyway, here's Widargelt to continue. As a child, I came to this place. We faced fearsome fiends that we might open our chakra. In returning here, I hoped there would be a spark, inspiration for a new creed, but it is not so simple. Stop it. The Fist once taught that through the pursuit of strength, one can approach the sublimity of Rhalgr. Stupid whistle. A teaching our forebears followed to their undoing. In pursuit of strength, they sought the power of rule, and by that power they were destroyed. Our creed must rise above the dark past, or it cannot light the way unto the future. Nay, we must find a new path. Well, there's nothing like a journey for finding paths. Let's keep moving, Master. Something will come to mind before you know it. This voice is Descensa, and this voice is Ochaka. A little higher. I'll try to make it higher. She's the more bubbly of the two. So I pray, Descensa, so I pray. But yes, let us continue on to the peaks, east to the village of Ala Gannha. There, Professor Erik awaits us. I'm probably going to do the 65 monk quest right after this as well, so that's a different video, but you know it's coming. And then I can still very easily, like, I'm doing on Samurai, I'm doing the main scenario stuff, which is level 50 capped anyway, so having new stuff isn't, new weapon skills and abilities and stuff isn't exactly going to change anything. But for Monk, because I'm more comfortable with it, I've just been doing the leveling which can be anything that I'm of appropriate level for that I have. I think I have to have unlocked it, but and still the probability of getting a higher level dungeon to make use of whatever new skills, not a very high probability. So I'm not really missing out on not having the new skills from the quests that you only get from quests. I don't know. I'm assuming at this point 65 will give me a new skill, because I know on both Monk and Samurai the 63 quest does not give anything aside from experience points and maybe gil. But we have taken the tunnel. We entered Rhalgr's Reach to the northeast portion of it, and there's a tunnel that leads back to this. There's a fountain in here. There's like a circular kind of pool with some land in the middle where the fountain is on. It's a nice fountain. Square shaped, with each corner has a circular kind of plinth with a God, like, how would you describe this? An urn, like a wide urn kind of, but with fire up top. I don't know. Wait, what? I went entirely the wrong way. I just followed the quest. The quest I was following was to kill a coral. Whoops. Might be. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'll actually get there faster than if I ran, but or flew. Actually, maybe not, because I don't know. Whatever. Whoops. In the peaks, which he mentioned we were going to, and I just totally blanked. Like the north middle, basically. There's a town called Ala Gannha, and yeah, here's Widargelt to continue. Cutscene. Sorry. I can't blow my nose hard. So getting this, whatever's causing the whistle and whatever. Ala Gannha. When I return here, I remember the day the Temple of the Fist was raised. On that day, I was training, like all days before. Then, without warning, we were attacked. We, all of us, fought bravely, even little ones like me, desperate to protect our temple, our home. But it was all in vain. One after the other, we fell. All the while, the temple burned. Some few of us managed to flee, me with my closest brother, Audrey. We stumbled into this village, smoke billowing behind us, but when I looked around, Audrey was not there. I never saw him again. The two ladies are like looking up at him with kind of shock and like sadness on their face. I was looking down at the ground with sadness. Forgive me, now is not the time for sorrowful reflection. Come, let us look for the professor. A youth says like, go on then, join the bloody resistance, add to the pile of corpses, that's the only difference you're gonna make. A pessimistic youth says. Oh, he's older than I thought, sorry. You're, a determined youth who is slightly younger than the pessimistic youth I thought was like a child. You're wrong. I'm gonna make a real difference. I'm gonna train hard and honor Rhalgr, and he'll grant me power. That power couldn't save the temple, our home. What makes you think it's going to save us now? Don't be a fool. No matter how strong you become, you'll still be one man against the might of the Empire. They might be beaten now, but they won't stay beaten forever. Mark my words. And you mark my words. My mind's made up. I'm not letting the bastard Imperials take from us again. You just take care of yourself, you hear? And the hopeful youth, or whatever his name was, walks away from the scene, and the pessimistic youth gives a little hand gesture of anger, like pounding his own fist into his palm, but not in an excited way, Widargelt says, souls crushed to submission, the fire in their hearts extinguished, to rekindle hope within such people. That must be the purpose of the new fist. He closes his eyes and thinks on it. The camera zooms in. Praise be it, I have it, our new creed. To those who have had their homes stolen, their loved ones taken, naught is more desirous than strength, the strength to protect that which they hold dear. He smiles a little bit. Well, I see you have found your answer, and rather more quickly than I expected of someone who'd sooner strike rather than think with his head, says Erik. joining the scene. Widargelt nods to him. With the Order's purpose thus established, we may consider the question of place. I regret to say, however, that the old temple grounds are currently occupied by the Resistance, and there is naught to indicate that they will vacate any time soon. The grounds hold symbolic meaning, a fitting stage for reviving the Fist, but ultimately, the physical location matters not. For our mission lies in the spiritual realm, within people's hearts. There we will rekindle the faith, and all may know the solace of worship. That, as they say, is the spirit. Now then, I shall report on how matters stand in the region. But few Fist faithful remain. But few Fist faithful. He's like saying only a few Fist faithful remain, even accounting for those who practice in secret. Nor has there been any trace of the sect of Shadow, not since their misguided leader's downfall. Save for those who came over to light, it is safe to assume that his ambitions died with him. The ladies look to each other and seem happy with the news. We have a long road ahead, that much is plain, but we will see our journey through, one step at a time, and the first step begins here and now. Great! So, what do we do exactly? We hold a demonstration, give the people tangible proof that the Fist is returned. Mercy, first impressions last, and you are the first among us. As such, I would entrust this task to you. I give him a nod. You may leave it to me to round up the villagers. I shall cry up a veritable storm for the coming spectacle. This is Erik, and he leaves the scene. Desensa, Ochaka, take the wooden dummy, set it up on the village outskirts, and Mercy, limber up, and tell me when you are ready. Okay. We head north. Widargelt, Desensa, Ochaka, a striking dummy, and like 3 people watching? Not many came, far fewer than I hoped, but no less of a show will we give them for it. Come, sister, your performance will mark the revival of the Fist of Rhalgr. Lead in with twin snakes, follow on with the dragon kick, then finish it with demolish. Do I have to do it exactly as... Yeah, probably. So I have to do form shift, twin snakes, dragon kick is this one? Oops. Stop it. And then demolish is this one, I know that. We have a cutscene again, where I'm dancing, doing my strikes. They look beautiful. Hey, ain't that the Fist of Rhalgr? Says dour villager. Cynical villager says, but I thought all the monks was gone. Those the 3 that were watching us, 2 of them spoke up. Good people of Ala Gannha, I am Widargelt, proud son of Alamigo, and brother of the Fist of Rhalgr. All know the sad tale of our order. Years ago, the King of Ruin laid our temple to waste. Our faith was lost to the people. But without faith, it is people who are lost. For to lose faith is to lose hope. But we need hope now, in this bleak age, more than ever before. So I come before you today, and I beseech you, join me in reviving the Fist of Rhalgr. Let us restore hope to the land. The pessimistic youth stands. You can't fool us, you just want soldiers, fodder for the front lines. You're no different from the accursed masks. So it was in the past. Our order was seduced by power, swore allegiance to the royal family. We monks were little more than tools of war, says Widargelt. But that was the Fist of old. The new Fist serves no king. It hungers not for glory. It thirsts not for blood. Nay, friends, it seeks only to protect that which we hold dear. Protect, says the pessimistic youth from earlier, by the way. He was the one trying to sway the other guy not to go out and join the military or whatever. Rhalgr is the destroyer. As his disciples, there is but one thing we ought to destroy. Our own weakness. Therein lies the strength to protect. Therein lies hope. I will not lie. I am no great warrior. My forebears would put me to shame. But I am not alone. Nay, I have stout comrades beside me, who are no less dedicated to the cause. The ladies step forward. My foremost pupils, Desensa and Ochaka. They both, Ochaka bows to sense it gives like a rallying fist in the air. And Mercy, whose sublime skills you just witnessed. I take a step forward, get my dance going with my fist weapons, do some stretches, a bow, get back in fighting stance, sheathe my weapons. Mercy, please say a word to the people. My options are, join us, let's begin anew, or, are you ready for pain? I'm gonna go with the funny one. Are you ready for pain? They all like kind of stagger a little bit and our sister monk jests. Rest assured she is a gentle soul. They give cheers now. To bring you hope, we will give our all, every ounce of our being. This we solemnly swear. The three seem very joyous to join the new Fist of Rhalgr. And we turn in the quest with Widargelt right here. My thanks, Mercy. Your performance paved the way for my words. All present lent their ears. No few opened their hearts. Already villagers have come, seeking to learn of the new Fist. A fine first showing. Our forebears will doubtless be pleased. By restoring the Fist, we honor their memory. I shall commence the villagers' training at once, initiate them into the fundamentals of the faith. When that is over, we may continue our mission. Till then, pray see to honing your own skills. Ere long, they will be called upon again. 103,000 experience points, 1628 gills, pretty good. And Widargelt, Ochaka. Can I kneel and still wave? Widargelt, Ochaka, Descensa. Oh, I have to sit. And myself, and also my tiny tortoise. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon for the next one. Bye bye for now. Laters.